Right, this is part 2 to my land clear up, dispute, changeover, all this. I just want to give you a little bit of context of what happened and as to why all this come about. When we first purchased the land about 9 years ago, it was one big field. Part of our purchase agreement was that we would put a fence up through the middle, which we did. We fenced it all off, put us gates up, made a yard, all that, and we went to the estate agent's markers, which are still there to this day. Anyway, fast forward, well, hold on a minute, one thing. The other side of the field, the second part to it, was purchased by a lady for a friend of hers because she was about to lose grazing rights for her horses. So very kindly of her to purchase a plot of land for £25,000 for a friend to put horses on. Anyway, she never did. So Val agreed with us that we could use the land while it was under ownership. Fine, everything good. Didn't hear a peep from her. Fast forward now, 8 years or whatever it was, and she sold the land. Fair enough, nothing we can do about it. We just lost 3 acres of land. So, the new owners, they said, fine, nice people. And you know, to be honest, I think they still are nice people. I just think they're, I don't know, overreacting to a lot of stuff. But anyway, it came about, they worked out when they went to put some fencing up and blah, 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 that my container and stable block was on part of their land. So I said to them, I said, well, I haven't got the money to move anything or out like that. And we've gone to the market. They said, no. You can leave it there, Andy. All we ask is you tidy up a bit. Because, to be honest, my yard was a mess. And I said to him, that's fine. And I will get it all cleaned out when I've got the money. So, fast forward about, I don't know, 10 months. Somehow, somewhere, this woman's got a bee in her bonnet about the land and stuff. And started kicking off. I had to go to one of my mates. Slandered me behind my back. And for no, I just don't even understand where it came from. So we weren't getting anywhere by talking, so I just said, look, we're going to get a surveyor down there and then we'll find out what the crack is. But just rewind a little bit. When they said I could stay on their land, I come up with the idea that before they rebuilt the middle fence, because they took ours down, that we would give them equivalent or maybe even a little bit more land going up through the middle of the field, which they agreed to. All we had to do then is have a surveyor come in, remark the boundary, send it over to land registry, done, squashed. That's what should have been done. But now, she's, you know, kicking off, saying we owe her even more land. Some of that at the bottom of the land, blah, blah, blah. So, we got a surveyor in, and it turns out that we've got 100 and something square metres of her land. She and them, him and her husband, have got 400 and something square metres of our land. So they've actually got way more land that they paid for, and we've actually got a little bit less, 0.1 of an acre or something like that, I don't know. You know, you know, instead of 2.9, we got 2.8. So, I said, all I wanted to do is get them to repin the boundary and send it off to the land registry and everything would have been dealt with. No. You'd think that would be the simple way, wouldn't you? They've got, you know, the land what they paid for plus a little bit extra. Now, I left it down to my partner to try and sort this out. And between her and the owner, Donna, they started falling out, right, left and centre. Things were said that shouldn't have been said on both sides. I had to go up my partner for it. I said I wasn't happy with what she was saying, so leave it to me. So I pulled the lady the other day, tried speaking to her. She went on some mad rant, wouldn't let me speak. And all I asked her, I said, Donna, just one answer. Do you want us to move it, move everything, or do you want to leave it as it is? We'll get paid for the surveyors to come back out, reprint the boundary, everyone goes away happy. Well, I think it'll be best if you move it. Okay, no problem, I'll move it. Right? Hold on, she said. I said, what? There's nothing to talk about, Donna. And then she starts going, well, the reason being, I said, I don't need to know the reason. I just need an answer, yes or no. So anyway, she went on, effing and blinding. And in the end, she was, I don't know, she started making out she was crying, but she wasn't. Absolutely not. And I just said, look, I apologise. Waited for her to say, yeah, so do I. Nothing. She just walked off. So I turned around and said, oh, so no apology then. Anyway, I've been cracking on, getting to move everything, blah, blah, blah. I went back down the yard this morning. The main gate to the property was wide open, okay? Now that's the secure gate, and it should be locked at all times if there's no one there. So I messaged, because they rent their field out for people to walk their dogs on, and maybe one of their customers had just drove off and left the gate open. I don't know. I wasn't there. So I messaged her husband and just said, is there any reason the gate was wide open this morning? He said, get in touch with Donna. Donna then sent me a message. This is my gate, or I left the gate open. I shouldn't have to explain to you. It's my gate, which you took advantage of. I said, I don't know where you got that from. It's shared access. So no one owns the gate. I said, and all I did is ask a simple question. Well, you've been swearing at my customers, this, that, and the total lie. So this is where I'm at. And like I said, this is part 2 to it. This is, I'm going to do a video of, the move, where we're going to move the container and where we're going to move the stable block and, maybe some of the work. Like I said, I'm not very good at editing and stuff like that. So it'll be, maybe short videos, 10-minute videos, filmed all at once. Hopefully I don't get no copyrights or whatever, and there's no foul language, which I want to try and keep off the channel. And yeah, we'll see where we're at. So that is where we're at. I'm hoping, if anyone's got any questions or been through the same, then just let me know if you've got any advice for me or anything like that. I mean, I'd rather just leave it as it is, reset the boundary, everyone's happy, but obviously it's not going to be that. So, like I said, please like and subscribe. Thank you to all my subscribers. I know I've not got that many, but if you could do me a favour, and all you subscribers that are subscribed, if you wouldn't mind sharing the channel, liking it, and getting me some new subscribers. Thank you very much appreciated, and I'll see you all in the next one.